Prynawn croeso, hello and welcome to the Bluebirds Nest Live, Haverfordwest County's live audio commentary coverage of every away game this season. Match day 4, and today we face another of last season's top 6, Cardiff Met University. We are coming to you live from Kincoy campus in the north-east of Cardiff on this pretty sunny bank holiday Monday afternoon. Today's game sees two of the JD Cymru Premier's unbeaten sides go head-to-head. We shared the spoils with Penabont on match day 3 on Friday evening in a goalless draw at the LHP Stadium in Carmarthen, whilst the Archers were 5-1 winners at newly promoted Britain Ferry Llanssowel. The away side, Ryan Jenkins' side, Met, have made a positive start to their campaign. 2-1 victory away at newly promoted Flint Town United on the opening day, and then they followed that up by a 1-1 draw at home to Barry Town United before their win at Ferry on Friday evening. So they're on 7 points, as are we. The last time we played Met was all the way back in November. What was the second of 2 1-1 draws between the sides in 23-24 campaign. I think it was Tom Vincent's goal gave the students the lead at the Oggy Bridge Meadow before Ben Fawcett equalised on the stroke of half-time. As I said, both teams undefeated going into today's game. The Archers currently find themselves top on goal difference of the standings after the opening 3 games, along with the Bluebirds. Manager Tony Pennock, again, a good headache on his hands this afternoon. Pretty much a clean bill of health within the squad, apart from those obviously on the long-term injury list. So teams today then, one change from Friday's draw for the Bluebirds. Harry John returns to the starting lineup with Ricky Watts dropping to the bench. So it's, as we were, Zach Jones in goal, Lee Jenkins, Corey Shepherd with the armband, Ben Fawcett, Harry John, Kyle McCarthy returning to Cardiff Met after spending over a decade here, Greg Walters, Jacob Owen, Yori Humphreys, who today celebrates his 50th appearance, more on that in a second, Luke Tabone and Ben Amoon. Substitutions today, Ivan Knott, the goalkeeper, Ricky Watts, Dan Hawkins, Alaric Jones, who also returns to his former employers, Owain Jones, Daniel John. For the home side, it's Alex Lang, the captain, in goal, Matthew Chubb, Joel Edwards, Jack Veal, Ryan Reynolds, Dixon Kabongo, Lewis Rees, Sam Jones, Adam Roscoe, CJ Craven and Barnaby Soadi. And substitutions, Oliver Saunders, Elliot Evans, Jake Morris, Jack Clay, Evan Cadwallader, Cole Gibbons and Thomas Vincent. The officials in charge this afternoon, in the middle is Mr. Ryan Kenny and his assistants, Harry Hendricks, Matthew Johnson, and the fourth official, keeping the peace between the two dugouts, is Dale Randall. As I said, a massive congratulations to one of our own today, Yori Humphreys, who celebrates his 50th appearance in a Bluebird shirt. I remember fondly his debut against Dundee Athletic back in the League Cup a couple of years ago, and see him grow into the player he now has really been fascinating to watch for the Bluebird supporters. So here's to many more appearances, and I must say the levels of performances that he's been putting in recently. Here's to many more of those, hopefully this afternoon being the same. Substitute today, Ricky Watts, will also hit the milestone if he makes it onto the field of play. So we will be keeping a close eye on that one. Teams, I believe, are in the tunnel over on the far side. Bluebirds this afternoon will be in their custom design home strip, obviously manufactured by our kit supplier this season, Tor Sports, proudly sponsored by Gethley Moore. So again, a good afternoon to all at Gethley Moore, including our super fan Marcus Greenish. I'm on a personal level a very happy man today after news breaking of Oasis getting back together. So if anyone wants to join me in some Oasis themed puns in the chat this afternoon, please feel free. I'm hoping we aren't looking back in anger and are having a champagne supernova come the home bus trip. So as always, I invite interactions in the chat, whether you are joining us on our YouTube channel, Facebook or X, formerly known as Twitter, on the coverage. So please do get involved, ask questions, give predictions, etc. And I think alongside me, Tom Pritchard, the social media officer, will be heavily involved in the Oasis pun predictions across the Twitter feed as we provide play-by-play commentary on there as well. Seen an incredible number of Bluebird supporters this afternoon make the long journey east. A massive thank you to those that are here in person. When we turned up today at about just before 1 p.m, there was a huge amount of Bluebird shirts walking around the campus. So I think we are certainly helping with the attendance figures today. A special mention to Rob, Ingrid and family who are sat near me here in the North Stand. I'm opposite the dugouts for a change this afternoon, and that's purely on my superstitions. Every time I've sat and done commentary or watched games, filmed games from the other side, other than winning on penalties, we've never won yet. So I've switched sides today. So I'm under the gantry, under where Scorio are filming today's game. So I'll be describing it as you'll see it on the Scorio highlights on social media on YouTube later on this evening. But yeah, Rob, Ingrid and family joining me just a couple of rows beneath me. So they're known as the Wiltshire Bluebirds on Twitter. So it's great to see you with us again today. Hope we can send you on a safe and happy trip home this afternoon. As you probably heard, the teams are out. Bluebirds captained again by Corey Shepherd in the centre circle with the officials, just awaiting for Alex Lang, the Cardiff keeper, to join in for the pre-match toss of a coin. Bluebirds look to be lining up in a very similar shape to what we've been playing already this season, with a back three of, on the right, Lee Jenkins, central Luke Taborn, and left-hand side Kyle McCarthy. And then we've got Jacob Owen, left wing-back, Yori Humphreys, right wing-back. And we've got Greg Walters, Corey Shepherd, and Harry John in the middle, with Ben Fawcett and Ben Amoun as a two-pronged attack. Met, again, have been playing a similar shape with three in attack and are looking very lively. I'm joined in the stand by two league legends, Cymru Premier, former captain of Haverfordwest County, Sean Pemberton, sitting alongside me here in the stands today. Hoping to have a chat with him just after half-time. And also keeping an eye on the league is Scorio commentator and Wales C manager, Mr. Mark Jones. He'll be joining us for a chat after half-time. I won't tell you his predictions about the outcome of the game, right? Greg Walters just about to take kick off. Jonah, in his newspaper article, was telling me that he said it won't be 0-0 between Penabont and Haverfordwest last Friday night, and completely jinxed matters at the LHP in Carmarthen, which of course ended 0-0. So you've gone for a 4-4 today, I think. Right, underway. Bluebirds with kick-off, as I said. Greg Walters played it back and then wrong fielder. Bluebirds back in possession. Luke Taborn out to Lee Jenkins in a bit of space on his near side. As I said, we're in the fourth row of 4 rows in the stand this side, so really close to the action this afternoon, where Yori Humphreys, just yards in front of me on this near side touchline, gets his first touch on his 50th appearance. Many more Bluebird supporters coming in, with Jacob Owen and Luke Owen's dad and Rhys Abrusezi's dad joining us here at Kincoid. Indeed, Steve Butler, Jenks and Luke will be our Wonderwall this afternoon on the YouTube comments already. Fantastic. Yeah, feel free to send us over your predictions, as Greg Walters almost gets on the end of a pass 30 yards out from goal, but it's Craven to come away with possession for the Met. Sideways to Veal, and return it back to their captain, the goalie, Alex Lang. Pretty decent crowd here at Kincoid this afternoon on this Bank Holiday Monday. It'll be a good test on this near side. Jenkins just ushers it out for a goal kick, but it's Sam Jones up against him this afternoon, which I'm sure will prove to be a tough test for Jenks. Lively inside forward Sam Jones. They've come up against each other in the past, so Jenks' pace will be tested, I'm sure. But it's going to be Zach Jones with the first touch of his afternoon. Many Bluebirds flags around the ground. You can see the Malta flag, the Wales flag. Several people made their way up on the bus this afternoon, the supporters bus that was arranged. Fantastic to see. A little bit of pinball from both sides, just taking the ball back and forth at the moment. Harry John nearly got it under control in the middle, but it's picked back off by Kabongo. Plays over the top. Potential offside call, but it's a free kick on the edge of the box on the far side. I think it's going to be Zach Jones who picks up a yellow card there. He went to clear it with his left foot. A little bit of a swing at it, and it's given Lewis Rees, the left footer, a chance to put a across just on the edge of the penalty box over there. Panic with his arms crossed on the edge of the technical area. It was a teasing ball that the keeper, I think, had a little bit of hesitancy to come and collect there, but it's the first attacking set piece. Craven's gone across with him, but a set piece incoming from the Archers. Zach Jones all in green this afternoon. Lewis Rees slow. I think it's hit the Met attacker and gone out. Yeah, goal kick. Safety restored. Afternoon, Dan Devine on Facebook. Love that little Wonderwall Oasis reference. So Zach Jones with his second goal kick. Again, looking for Jacob Owen in the short ball over switching play, but opts not to with Kabongo pressing. Kabongo backed up, so it has now gone across to Jacob Owen in the left wing back position. Lays it back to Zach Jones, takes a touch. It's charged down by the Met. Again, Bluebirds living a bit dangerously with the playing out from the back at the moment. So it's Kabongo, switches across to Sodi, out to Lewis Rees. Sam Jones back to Swadi, incoming, cleared up in the air. Oh, it was pinball in the 6-yard box for a second there. Bluebirds got away with a potential chance. There's a head injury down. I think that is Lewis Rees down in the 6-yard box now. Nervy start from Haverfordwest County. I don't think Zach Jones will be playing it out to Jacob Owen on that left side again anytime soon. I think it's Lewis Rees down inside the 6-yard box receiving treatment. I think there was a head clash with his colleague there, actually. That's resulted in receiving that treatment. Yeah, so 2 goal kicks from the right-hand side of Zach Jones's penalty box. Switching play to Jacob Owen on the left. Both tricky, bouncing in at Jacob. Ended up with Met gaining possession. And two half chances, I'll say, for the home side. But yeah, Zach, I'm sure, will be looking to calm things down, having those 2 clearances and a yellow card already to his name. Yeah, it is number 9, Lewis Rees down receiving treatment. Met have got a player warming up on the far side. Got their back to me. I can't quite see who that replacement could be, but not looking good for Lewis Rees at the moment. Officials just calling in McCarthy and Roscoe for a quick chat over on the far side. I think Roscoe still not happy that Zach Jones perhaps didn't receive more than a yellow card. I think Zach did get hold of the ball, but caught the player as well in his clearance. Rees back on his feet, gingerly walking around the goal line. Met not looking to imminently bring a replacement, but he is holding the back of his head. It's a drop ball then. McCarthy on the end of it, clears up towards Amoun. Good defensive head that comes through from Veal. So it's out for a throw-in on the far side. Jacob Owen with a chance to get his hands on the ball for the first time. First chance to look around the fellow Cymru Premier fixtures this afternoon. I believe there's been a couple of goals already. Ball is cleared from Met, only as far as the near side. Just Jenkins coming across. First goal of the afternoon is down at Jenner Park. Barry Town lead 1-0 against Newtown. It's Keenan Patton with a goal after 1 minute down there. The other fixtures, Carnarvon hosting Bala this afternoon. Penabont just down the road hosting Aberystwyth. And Flint, Connors Key in the derby up in the Flintshire derby. But Bluebirds on the attack. Yori Humphreys on this near side. Plays back to Lee Jenkins in a bit of space. Sideways to DeBorn. Just looking to get a bit of a grip on this game at the moment, which has been a nervy start to say the least. Fawcett with his back to goal. Manages to turn Veal. Veal gets a toe on it and it's out for a throw on the far side. Jacob Owen again, looking to get a long throw, but McCarthy's taking a shot to Walters. He's back to DeBone. It's going to come out to Jenkins. Yori Humphreys looking to stretch the pitch. Quick 1-2, Shepherd and Jenkins. Just looking to get a bit of possession here. Always going to be a close fixture, this one, but it's, as always, starting to look a bit of a chess match here. Shepherd on the halfway line. Turns, lays it out to Humphreys. It's got Harry John making the overlap. Cuts inside, finds DeBone again in space on the halfway line. Just nudges it forward to Shepherd. Out to McCarthy. The left-sided centre-back, formerly of Met, on his return here. Goes diagonal to Amoun. Flicks over to Humphreys. Just a little bit too long. And it's cleared. Jenkins, first header of the afternoon. Again, goes 30 yards with his head. I think he can head it further than I can kick it. Yeah, a couple of questions about the Zach Jones booking. It was a long clearance from Met down the right-hand side that Roscoe was chasing. Zach came out to clear it. I think he had some of the ball because he went out for a throw-in, but caught the player as well. Great play by Yori Humphreys down this right-hand side. Gets a round of applause from the crowd. Chipped it over the defender, sliding in. Almost had a gazelle likely Jenkins down the right-hand side going forward, but it's out for a throw-in. And yeah, Zach Jones, much to the home side appeals, conceded a yellow kick and a yellow card and a free kick early on in the game, but things are settling down slowly. Jenkins now under pressure. Ball over the top for Roscoe to chase, but Tabone does well to get in front of him. Goes back to Zach Jones in goal. Clears first time with his right foot. Finds Ben Fawcett in the midfield. Harry John just misses out on that one. McCarthy clears. Shepherd on the half turn almost gets away with it there. It's a free kick. Roscoe looking to play it early. Free kick 30 yards out. Notes being made by the home dugout. First chance of a strike on goal here, perhaps. Just about 30 odd yards out here. Central of the goal. Zach Jones lining his wonder wall up. You can borrow that one, Tom, if you want. It's easily into the grasp of Zach Jones. Jack Veal's free kick there. Zach Jones rolls. McCarthy out to Corey Shepherd. It's been a great hunting ground, the Kincoy campus, for Zach Jones in the past, but under a lot of pressure in this first stages of the game. He was not quite settling on it. Another wasteful pass goes back to Met's possession. The home side. Jenkins does the right decision and just nods it out for a throw-in. Just need to settle down a little bit, the Bluebirds. Jones receives the throw back to him, and it's Soadi who just plays it on the line to nobody, and it's going to go out for a goal kick, I think. No, Zach Jones keeps it in. Ball at his feet travels back into the penalty area then. Second goal of the afternoon is at Penabont, so it's 1-0 Penabont. Miles Davis, the scorer. They host Aberystwyth this afternoon. Still goalless here at Kincoid. McCarthy received off Zach, and he's giving it straight back to him. We're switching out the other side. Jenkins turns, gets his head up, lays it to Yori Humphreys, but it's no chance to really turn, so it has to go back to the keeper again. Jones, McCarthy in space over on the far side. Chance to put it forward. Did some fantastic through balls on Friday against Penabont. Looking to do much of the same today. But very much put pressures on and has to turn and go back to Zach yet again. Just keeping possession near the Bluebirds. Looking for that space to go in. Does well Humphreys to find Tabone. but ends up going back to Jenkins. Chance to move forward for the Blues. Goes big. It's too long, possibly. Yeah, all the way through to Lang in goal. And quickly, as they do, Met, get it down and play. Rolls it out to Veal. And it's out the right wing back. Cabango over on the far side. Again, both teams cancelling out each other. Fawcett nearly charges down the keeper, but they pop it off. Again, it's almost like for like as Met now, just pass it between their back line. To say that, they do go big, but McCarthy picks it up, controls, and plays it back to Zach Jones. 13 gone here, still 0-0. There's been an equaliser down at Jenner Park. Newt down with Aaron Williams after 10 minutes, make it 1-1. A couple of goals here would be nice this afternoon. Jacob Owen fouled. McCarthy has lost 10 yards. He's gone backwards with that free kick. He could have come forward, but we're back underway. Tabone travelling into the centre circle. Nudges it right to Jenkins. Humphreys in space on the right-hand side. Opens his body. Chance inside to Walters. Just caught late, but plays a good 1-2 around Reynolds. Through ball. Fawcett nearly on the end of it. He's offside. The flag is up early. Was offside, but it was Lang who just got fingertips to nudge it away from the striker. Good first attacking opportunity, that one. Again, Met just get it down and look to play with it out the back, looking for that first opening. Lang is outside his box, in possession. Back to Edwards, Joel Edwards, recent signing at Met. Lang all in black today. I think that's the most neutral Cardiff Met goalkeeper kit I've seen in a long time. They're normally quite the coloured. Surprised actually, obviously Met with their navy shorts and yellow shirts. Surprised the black kit has been allowed. It tends to be something completely different to the outfield playing kit, but navy and black from far proven to be quite difficult to distinguish between. Bluebirds just enjoying a little spell of possession, yeah. McCarthy's won a throw in over on the far side. Jacob Owen just in front of the technical area over on the far side, inside the Harry John. First chance for Harry really to get on the ball so far. Turns, passes it to Tabone. Tabone travelling further upfield, just inside the Bluebirds half. Gets it forward. Greg Walters on the overlap. Yori has to go back to Tabone, but Greg Walters in space. Greg showing leadership skills and asking for the diagonal. Gets almost on the end of it here. Can he keep it in? He does. Over on his far right hand side. Back to Harry John. Jenkins. Chance to cross. Oh, it's almost Tabone is going to be on the end of it. Tabone back on the halfway line. Good half a chance from the Bluebirds then to get forward. Humphreys, Walters and Jenkins linking well. Owen is fouled. Ref waves play on. Has to go back. McCarthy now on the halfway line. Better from the away side. Zach Jones out to Jenkins in space in front of us here on the halfway line. Travels forward. Plays a through ball. Finds Armoon to feet. And again, Jenkins receives the ball. Oh, the ball was on earlier. Harry John in the box. Oh, just pinched by the Met defenders. Roscoe turns. He's got a chance to play forward. Great block by Lee Jenkins. Bluebirds pinch it inside the Met half. Chance to play. Shepherd out to Jacob Owen. Finds Fawcett down the... Veal just read that pass. Met defender picks it up. Finds his teammate Cabango. Met back under control. So it's still 0-0. 17 minutes gone here at Kincoid. Again, just keeping possession at the back, just on the edge of the penalty area. Cardiff Met. Lang well out of his box here. Amun's just coming across out of his sight. to try and nick it. But it's Chubb. After Veal on the right-hand side. The back three of Met controlling things well here. Reynolds in a holding midfield position, just waiting to get it off him. And CJ Craven. Again, literally Lang standing still with the ball at the moment. Nothing to report. Veal goes big. He's going to go straight out for a throw in. McCarthy does well to jockey it out. Throw in just outside the penalty box area for us on that far left-hand side. Jacob Owen, the left wing back, to get us back underway. There's an eerie quiet across Kincoid campus this afternoon. Not so much singing just yet. Hopefully we can give them, the Bluebirds travelling supporters, something to cheer about very, very soon. Veal has to go back to his keeper. Not the best of passes. It's bouncing. Lang's going to have to do some tricks. He's done very, very well there to get it under control. And Shepherd charges down Veal's clearance and it's out for a throw over on the far side. Again, like I said earlier, it's a bit of a chess match. Two boxers jabbing away at each other here in the early stages. Almost played 20. Only thing really of note was the first incident of Zach Jones coming out of goal and going for the clearance and just catching his opponent, Adam Roscoe, the striker, bringing him down for a yellow card. It's Sodi, the left winger here now, plays inside the Craven. It's Met just building up on their next attack. It's Veal. It's got Kabongo on the outside of him, but he's cut back. He's gone back 30 yards to Chubb. To Reynolds in the middle. Back to Veal on the right-hand side. Now it goes forward to Kabongo. Pacey midfielder. It's pinched off Jacob Owen. Did a great job against Miles Davis the other night, and he's doing the same here again today. Greg is fouled. Ref waves play on. Advantage. We've got to switch on to Yori if they can see it. Luke DeBone travelling. Just nudges it out to Jenkins near the touchline. Got Fawcett looking to move forward. Humphreys does well. Cut inside to get away from Sodi. To Shepherd and across to McCarthy again. More of this, I think, will just boost the confidence of the Bluebirds. Jacob Owens put a great through ball for Amoon over on the far side. Numbers getting forward. Shoots from the outside of the box. It's a little bit too high. Arcing shot from the left-hand side of the penalty area, just over the crossbar on the far side. Lang had it covered, but proper shot of the afternoon for the travelling side. Scores from across the league. Still Penabont 1-0 at home to Aberystwyth. Carnarvon Bala 0-0. Flint Town United and Connors Quay 0-0. And it's 1-1 down at Jenner Park. 1-1 Barrytown United and Newtown. Carmarthen at the moment hosting Cambrian this afternoon. 2-0 up, but half a chance here. Ben Amoon's got into the box. Wrestles with Veal, but Kabongo manages to nudge it clear. It's going to be a throw-in over on the far side. Half a chance from Ben Amoon there. Llanelli Town also 2-0 up at home to Pontypridd in the early stages. It's going to be a Jacob Owen long throw. It's a wide pitch here to Kincoid, but he's going to look to get it into a dangerous area. The cross is in. Greg Walters almost gets his head and his hair, I should say, onto the end of that one. But it's McCarthy one-on-one at the back. Does really well defensively. Amoon, I think, is going to be offside. Yeah, it's offside. It's McCarthy's head that cleared the back line, but Amoon was the last one to come forward. Lang plays quickly, goes big. Lewis Reese brings it under control well over on the far side against his former teammate, Kyle McCarthy. McCarthy comes out on top. Shepherd goes across to Jenkins. There's half a chance from Lewis Reese there. Greg Walters travelling with the ball. Spins. Greg done well there again. Good energy from Sam Jones, who's chasing the ball down. But the Bluebirds pass it round him, and it's Roscoe on this near side now chasing Jenks. Can't keep up with him. Harry John, foul, surely. Yeah, ref blows. Harry does well to pinch a foul of Chubb there, coming in pretty quickly, just nudged the ball away from him and took the contact. So Shepherd preparing a free kick on this near side, 35 yards out. A lot of the goal in space. I'm thinking McCarthy's left foot could test Lang in the goal here. A thunderous strike it would take, but I think the floated cross is the better option. Sean Pems sitting in front of me would be itching to get on the end of this one. A glancing header at the back post. It's got to be McCarthy. Crosses, good position. It's cleared out for a corner, I think. It's not. It's going to be cleared. Met got on the end of their clearance, and now Chubb with a chance to clear. Go long. It's going to go all the way through to Zach in the penalty box. A little bit better there from the Bluebirds. Zach has come to Shepherd on this near side. Plays inside to Harry John. Goes back to Shepherd. Again, as I said, just building a little bit of momentum. Still 0-0. "23 minutes gone here. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the dressing room at half-time. It was a tricky start, but we've grown into the game. Gaining a good spell of possession here. Oh, ball almost falls through for Amoun on the forward run there, but it's dealt with well by the Met defence. We've cleared Jenkins and a ton of space all the way at the back. Sideways to Zach on the edge of his box. Still only the 3 goals across the Cymru Premier this afternoon. Plenty of goals across Cymru South and Cymru North. Still waiting to see a goal here. McCarthy and Tabona and Jenkins just keeping possession with Shepherd just in a slightly deeper role at the moment. Greg Walters looking to push on a touch with Harry John in midfield. Just gaining. Great ball down the side by Jenks. It's pinched by the Met defender. Yori Humphreys does really well to block another clearance, but the bounce fortuitous for Met just ends up with the keeper. Just waiting for that mistake. Again, good pressing from the Bluebirds front line. Amoun blocking it for a throw. Veal again. Veal, it's been a couple of times now, he's gone for a big clearance and has been charged down. Good headed clear. Can force it, get on the end of it. He isn't, but it's going to go through again to Zach in goal. Met just managed to get a toe on the end of that one, and it went all the way through to the keeper. So Jenkins a chance again to get his head up. And again, going through the process of switching sides, finding that space over on the far side. Walters now with it. Out to Jenkins. Travelling down this right-hand side. Finds Humphreys. Back to the touchline. Gets his head up. He's got boys looking to get in the box. Humphreys goes round Sam Jones. He's fouled. No. Ref was play on. Met come away with it. Good defensive play by Met, but ref didn't see the foul. Offside given as Met make the attack. Roscoe, the man deemed to be offside. 26 gone. Shepherd plays forward to Walters. Chance for a half turn. Goes, tricky pass to Jacob Owen. Don't know what happened there. Could have gone across the floor, and it's gone at Jacob's forehead, to say the least, and he's gone out for a throw-in. Can't really say there was a divot. I don't know what happened then, because it's an artificial pitch here at King Coyd, so pretty flat across the surface. Forward throw finds McCarthy from Met's throw, and it's now head tennis in the centre circle area. Met going to end up going back to their keeper. Lang, the captain, goes big. Yori Humphreys is being chased by Sodi. He's just going to see it all the way out. Zach Jones, just a little bit hesitant to perhaps come and collect that one. But it goes out for a goal kick. Playing out from the back then. Again, just building up a little bit of possession here. The Bluebirds pass in between themselves. And as I say that, Luke de Boer puts a great cross-field ball. Finds Amoun. Chance to cross. Does come across, but it's Chubb who picks up the first contact and lays it off to Cabango and Met clear their lines. Great ball by Tabone there as the boys were passing it about, but it's a loose pass by Shepherd this time. That's picked off by Craven. Finds Kabongo. He's been quiet, Kabongo, but he's got full of energy. Great pace with the tricky wide man. Just coming in field a lot more now to get onto the ball perhaps. Back with Veal at the back. Bounces a pass off Reynolds. Gives it out on this near side to Edwards. The new recruit playing this left centre-back position. Finds Sodi, another youngster, the number 21. Great chip forward. Shepherd and Jones battle with it. Shepherd does really well to come away with that one. Plays it inside to Bone. Humphreys. And the Bluebirds back under control. Half a chance for the Met there. Almost at the half-hour stage. Almost a third of the way through this fixture. Still 0-0. Jenkins. Again out to Humphreys. Back to the touchline. Great position. See all of the pitches. He's hogging his touchline, Humphreys, on his 50th appearance. Right the way the other side now. As quickly as I've said that, the boys are moving the ball well across the back, trying to find those pockets of space. Harry John now on the ball, has to go backwards. A lot of pressure on him at the moment. Whenever he gets it, there's Met opposition right up against him. Jenkins, the free man now with the ball. Just bouncing passes. Greg Walters. Again, gets it under control and bounces it back. Just like two boxers jabbing at each other, just trying to find out where the openings are going to come from. Shepherd on the turn on the halfway line, looking for that cross-fielder. Opts for the easier ball to Jenkins. Ben Fawcett coming short for it this time. Looking to get a touch. Can see Shepherd free in the middle there, but opts to go back. Pennock with his hands in his pockets, just seeing how things are falling. Great turn. Jacob Owen manages to turn Cabango. He's had a whack on his ankle for his troubles there, but wins the free kick. Seems to be in a bit of discomfort on the floor. We're joined by a temporary sports therapist this afternoon, I must say, as our regular sports therapist, Henry Fensom, is tying the knot as we speak, I believe. 3 o'clock this afternoon, I think he mentioned to me, so congratulations. He probably won't be listening, I'm sure, but if he does tune in, congratulations, Henry. And Sophie, I think, is bride to be. Free kick sideways to McCarthy. It's gone all the way back to Shepherd on that far side. Plays it short to Harry John. Great turn for Harry John. Comes forward with the ball. Fawcett, 30 yards out. Strikes. Blocked. Harry John with a head in the box. Almost gets on the net. Oh, he's gone down really, really lightly there. Craven's won the foul in the box. Barely a touch from Humphreys, I think. It's the way to nullify an attack, I think, there. Referee's calling for a few stray balls to be moved. So a slight delay in play here. Still 0-0, as are two other games across the Cymru Premier at the moment. Aberystwyth have equalised, saying that. Devon Torrey. So it's 1-1 at the SDM Glass Stadium in Penabont, and also 1-1 down at Barry against Newtown. Comments in the stands that Aber are going to finish in the top 6. They're giving themselves every chance. It's fascinating in the early stages of the Cymru Premier season where points are being picked up and lost and where teams are jostling for positions. Very early days yet, but of course we still currently stand joint top of the league with 7 points. Well, 8 as it stands. If the score remains goalless here. Veal with another great through ball. Zach again slightly hesitant to come and pick that one, but does come and get it. He's got a very bright blue sky and sun glaring down on him during this first half. And with all artificial pitches, there is that sort of shine coming off the surface. I wonder whether that's playing a part in his hesitancy in the first half. Done well though. Still obviously got his clean sheet intact. His defence in front of him doing a good job to keep possession, but it's Tabone who's found Walters inside the Met half, goes back to Jacob Owen. Again finds Tabone, just marshalling things in that central position with Jenkins to the right of him, who yet again finds Humphreys. Oh, almost a great through ball from Humphreys to Harry John, but it's Shepherd who's managed to get it back. Great chip forward, force it, half a chance. Oh, great chest control from the through ball from Force. He just nudged it to allow him to swing the right foot at it, but it's gone high and wide over the bar. Great vision by Shepherd. First proper chance, I would say, that one for the away side, but another goal kick. Lang going short. Met playing out at the back. High press from the Bluebirds. Not quite. Oh, it does indeed end up Bluebirds throwing. Great press, putting them under pressure. Chance to turn the screw here with just over 10 minutes left of the half. McCarthy's put it down for Jacob Owen to launch it back to Luke Tabone. Finds Shepherd. A lot of space. 45 yards out from goal. Through ball. Almost finds Fawcett on the half turn. But Reynolds comes away with it. Great tackling by Shepherd. Stay on your feet. It's a good physical battle in that middle of the park this afternoon. Walters to Shepherd. It's almost fouled there, surely. Oh. Good battles all around from both teams. Chasing possession. Tabone manages to pinch it off Roscoe and gets it out, and it's out the other side, down the left, over in front of the dugouts. Jacob Owen moving forward, cuts inside, got Greg inside him, playing a cross fielder. Yori Humphreys and Edwards compete for it. Humphreys is almost getting on the end of that one. And again, it's going to be a clearance. Charged down by a high press in Bluebirds. Walters, great feet by Walters, 35 yards out, sideways. Harry John gets his head up, left-footed, strikes. Easily into the hands of the keeper, Alex Lang. I think if that was on his right foot, it would have been better. Went across the ground into the keeper's hands pretty comfortably in the end, but good battling, a couple of minutes there from both sides. Haverfordwest looking to just get a grip on this game. Lang has put it down and has cleared. Opts to go big with perhaps Met receiving this bit of pressure here. Jacob Owen on the far side tries to come away with it with a bit of trickery, but it's out for a throw-in. There's 37 gone, still 0-0. Can't imagine there's going to be many minutes of stoppage time. As I said, Mark Jones joining me in front here, the Wales C manager on the scouting mission this afternoon. He's looking for anyone in the ground for some sun cream if possible, please. We've debriefed. We've arranged a game of golf in the morning and also a chat just after half time. I hope to have a chat. with the Wales Sea manager about all things going on with Scorio. As Met have actually won the throw-in. I thought it was going to be Jacob Owen who got on the end of that throw-in, but it's going to be a Met. I think it's Craven over on that far side. No, Chubb it is, with the long throw into the Haverfordwest box. Win in the air. Oh, almost gets on the end of Sam Jones. Luke de Boer won the first header. It's just a little bit of miscontrol by Shepherd there. Seen it go out for a throw-in on the other side. There's a good contest. Roscoe and Jenkins had a good battle in the middle there, as did Tabone and Sam Jones, I think it was. All four players almost getting on the end of the cross. Referee Ryan Kenny just having a word with Roscoe and Jenkins. A number of Bluebirds substitutes having a bit of a jog over on the far side there. Owen Jones, Dan Hawkins, who returns to the matchday squad. Oh, again, it's a little bit of pinball in the box, but it's cleared to the edge of the box, only as far as Vincent. Yori Humphreys with a chance to clear. If he can swing his right foot at it, does. It's only as through as Taville. And Met back under control of things. Craven all the way out to the left foot of Reese. Cuts inside on that left foot. Through ball, finds Roscoe, edge of the box, back to goal. Got to lay it back, does to Chubb. Out on this near side to Swadi. Takes Yori Humphreys on the outside. Crossed, almost a free header. Chance blocked. McCarthy clears his lines. Good defensive work there by the former Archer. And it's now all the way back with Alex Lang. 30 yards out of his goal. He's played it sideways to Joel Edwards. Getting his head up. As I said, it's been a bit of a chess match all the way through here. Very few clear-cut chances for any goals. A couple of half chances. As Veal looks for a crossfielder. Jenkins hanging in the air, heads it high. It's only down to Soadi on this left side. Humphreys shows him the outside. Soadi, the left footer, is happy with. Great defensive work by Yori Humphreys. Clears onto the winger, and it's out for a goal kick. Great defensive work again by Yori. So again, a little bit of wind in Zach Jones's face here. He's initially said he was going to go short, but I think all Bluebirds defenders moving up. He's going to go big here. Again, his goal kicks haven't been quite beaten this wind trap. Down this right-hand side. Good clearance, but it's Cabango's on the end of it. It's going to go all the way back to Zach Jones in his penalty area. Opts for the short one. McCarthy then on the corner of his penalty area. Just nudging the ball in front of him. Checking out the movement from his players, from his teammates. But opts to go back to Zach, who comes out the other side to Jenkins. Again, Yori hogging his touchline. Gives the option, but Jenkins goes big. It's hanging in the air. Veal clears. Harry John wins the second ball against Craven. But it's Greg Walters who pinches it off him. Great feat by Shepherd, John and Walters there. Yori Humphreys sees Tabone open in the middle. Just gets the ball back under control. Zach Jones clears. Can he find Humphreys? It's high. He's going to... almost clears there. He's offside, surely. Flag, surely's got to go up. Flag. Roscoe was way offside, but didn't interfere with play, so no flag. Great touch by Amoon. Brings it back under control, holding up play. Jacob Owen on the attack. He's got Veal in front of him. Takes the foul. Great play again by Jacob Owen. Several times on the end of a Bluebirds... an Archer's foul. Almost identical position. Shepherd's going to be the one to put it back in to the penalty area. Another goal down in Bridgend. Penabont now lead 2-1. Billy Borge with a rare goal this afternoon, taking the lead for Penabont. just coming up to half-time in all the games. Caernarvon still 0-0 at home to Bala. Obviously 0-0 here after 42 minutes. Penabon 2-1 up. Flint, Connors Key 0-0. And Barry Newtown 1-1. Shepherd, the chance to put it into the penalty area. It's a good drive. It's out to Amoun on this far side, who's offside. Panic shaking his head in the distance, won't be happy with that one. So it's going to be Lang with a free kick inside his own penalty area. 2 minutes of normal time still to go. The sun glaring off a marquee that's just behind the home keeper's goalie. It's a warm afternoon, bit of wind circulating, but a very much blue sky afternoon in Cardiff. Good contest in the air between Shepherd and Reynolds there. And it's zipped all the way back to Zach Jones in goal. Again, just looking to see out this half, perhaps with a clean sheet. Great to pinch a goal now. We'll say it be a sucker punch for either team to concede now. Bluebirds travelling down the left-hand side. Carthy on the halfway line, plays forward. Fawcett looking to get in behind Chubb. Does. He's going to almost wins himself a corner there, but Chubb manages to get round and clear. To Bourne and Roscoe compete. Walters out to Jenkins. Chance to open the engines. Shepherd almost puts it through for Amoun. Fawcett's made a great run. Jacob Owen. Crossfield. Amoun's going to get his head on it. Oh, it's wide of the post. Jacob Owen, fantastic crossfielder. Amoun got his head on the end of it, but just didn't have the power it needed. Panic again, shouting the demands from his players. It's a great ball from Jacob Owen, as I said, almost onto Amoun's forehead and into the back of the net, but great chance to finish the half there. 44 gone. Jenkins back in the possession in the Met half. Fawcett. Oh! Still no card. Edwards through the back of Fawcett there. It's going to be a great position for McCarthy to come across and whip a left-footed free kick into an area here. But again, the referee hesitant to issue the first yellow card to Met this afternoon, after giving Zach Jones one in the very early few minutes of the game. That was cynical from Edwards at the back for Met, through the back of Fawcett's Achilles. Fawcett is back on his feet and in position in the attacking area of the penalty box. It's McCarthy on his own. It's a big open space of goal, you can see, but quite the distance away. There's no way that defender, the wall, is 10 yards back. There's a lot of open space in that goal. McCarthy goes for the back post. Nobody there. And on 45 minutes, the ref, no injury time, and that's the break. So we are 0-0 here at King Coyd. Thank you for all for joining me, but we'll have a brief spell off the waves now, and we'll join you in just under 15 minutes, where I will have some special guests, being Wales Sea international manager Mark Jones, who will give his opinion on the first half, and also former captain, Hall of Famer at the club, Sean Pemberton. We'll see you in just over 10 minutes. Prenanda, croeso, shwmai, welcome back to Kincoid campus in Cardiff. Slight technical difficulty then, and we didn't join the broadcast, but we're back, and I'm delighted to be welcomed by two very special guests to Haverfordwest County. Firstly, Wales C manager and Scorio's Mr. Mark Jones. Mark, welcome to Bluebirds Nest Live.
Good afternoon, Ryan.
It's an entertaining somewhat in the first half. Tell us, what are your thoughts on the first half battle?
Very cagey, to be honest, Ryan. I think overall there's been one save. I think Harry Johns had a shot from 20 yards and the goalkeeper made the save. But apart from that, at present, with a big man sat next to me as well, I think the defenders are well on top.
Yeah, it has been cagey, and I think it's very similar to what Friday night offered us when we drew at home to Penabont 0-0. I worry that it's going to end the same today, but hopefully it won't. The league in general, and so far, obviously, it's match day 4. It's very cagey across the whole league. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it is very cagey because TNS haven't played a game yet. But no, it's great because everybody's looking at different results every week, saying, "Oh, we could be top, we could be top." But listen, it's fantastic. It's getting better. It's getting much better. Haverfordwest have improved a hell of a lot since last season. Great to see the influx of youngsters as well. I would say there's 10 players in this game out there today under the age of about 25, which is good. And like I said, technically it's a great game of football. Just need somebody to turn on a bit of magic, I think, to change this game.
Yeah, fingers crossed that does soon come. The teams are making their way back up to the pitch. But you mentioned TNS there. I think a great opportunity to talk about them. I think the majority of Welsh football fans are behind them. They've got a fantastic opportunity now. Leg away in Lithuania. They come back to you right behind them?
Oh, absolutely right behind them. I understand why you say the majority of Welsh football fans, but it should be 100% of Welsh football fans. Listen, we can all get a little bit jealous. There's Man Cities in some leagues, there's Celtics and Rangers in some leagues, there's Real Madrid's in our leagues. Listen, they're our Real Madrid. Let's hope they go through and qualify for, it looks like they can qualify, and let's all get right behind them. It's been a long time in the making. If you ask all the players and all the genuine people in football, they hope they go through.
Yeah, definitely. And fingers crossed there's no tackles that we saw flying in over in Lithuania last week. What are your thoughts on that one? How, with VAR as well, how was that not a red?
Well, when I was manager of Port Talbot and Carmarthen, we used to get that type of tackle down Haverfordwest.
Fantastic. Well, obviously I mentioned you're going to have to do an off the Scorio production. When are you next back on the airwaves with commentary?
We're down Friday evening at down the old Gold, watching Haverfordwest against Newtown. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, up the very high gantry in the LHP Stadium in Carmarthen. Look forward to giving us your commentary on that one for our next fixture. Your other role then, international Wales C manager. You had a fantastic night at Stair Beneath not so long ago. Obviously, Sean Bradley's free kick winning it for you. I think it was in the second. Was it second half? I think it was early in the second half. The first half. That's right. Winning 1-0 against the old enemy. So this year then the fixture rotates to England. Any news on that one? Obviously we're a long time away, but any news?
Yeah, not as yet, right? But obviously, you come to these games all the time looking for players, and always trying to build. And there's some good, like I said, we made quite a few changes last season, about 6 or 7 newcomers coming to the squad, and the same could happen again because the league is thriving now with better players coming through all the time, and hopefully they all produce a magic result of beating England every year.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll be right behind you with that one. Well, thanks for joining us. I'll now bring in a man who's always wanted a Wales C call-up. I think his days are behind him now. I think we've spoken a lot about golf this afternoon. I think he's probably more off a cap at Welsh golf than anything else. But Sean Pemberton, former captain, Hall of Famer at the club. You've seen most of the games, I think, Pems, over this season so far. What are your thoughts on the aspirations?
Just top 6, eh? They look quite. They look set for top 6. I don't think there's many sides better than them this year. They've strengthened well. It's probably the first window in a long time where we've actually strengthened the squad in every department.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Obviously, we're back underway here at Kincoid, and I think it would have been an interesting halftime team talk because we've come out on the front foot here, and Shepherd 30 yards. Oh, just over the top right corner from 30 yards. A dipping, great strike from the captain there. That's almost broken the deadlock. But both of you, thank you very much for joining us, guys. We'll go back to the team sheets now. But I appreciate your time, and fingers crossed you're up celebrating some goals the second half.
Thank you, Ryan.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, as normal then, I'll recap on the team sheet. Haverfordwest then, Zach Jones, who's on a yellow card, is in goal. Lee Jenkins, Corey Shepherd, Ben Fawcett, Harry John, Kyle McCarthy, Greg Walters, Jacob Owen, Yori Humphreys, Luke Tabone, and Ben Amoun start and remain on the pitch. No substitutions as yet. The home side, captained by their goalie Alex Lang, Matthew Chubb, Joel Edwards, Jack Veal, Ryan Reynolds, Dixon Kabongo, Lewis Rees, Sam Jones, Adam Roscoe, CJ Craven, and Barnaby Sowardy. So, like I said, back underway here at Kincoid, 0-0. Already the first few minutes of the second half showing a little bit more promise from the Bluebirds. They came out swinging, should we say, and Cody Shepherd, the skipper, almost broke the deadlock, but the Archers are going to respond, I'm sure, and are on the front foot here themselves. They've got a throw in over on the far side. Number of comments coming in. Great to have you join us. Hopefully the connection, the goal kick is given. Appeals from the home side. Appeals from the home side for a penalty there, but we're back under Zach Jones's possession of the ball. Hopefully the sound, it was an interview with Jonah and Pems where we were all holding the handheld mic. I'm hoping that connection and sound is coming through okay, if anybody's able to respond. But yeah, everybody in the stand over here, Jonah couldn't say it. Obviously, I think he's opted for a draw, but many of us over here, the travelling Bluebirds, hoping for a goal early in the second half to set us up for another great afternoon with Haverfordwest County. A draw, as mentioned in the commentary, in the chat, would be a great result at Met. Obviously, another of last year's top six that we're facing early on in the season. It's a tough start of fixtures for the Bluebirds, and I must say, in comparison, Met, this is probably Met's first tough opposition, because they have already played two teams who were promoted last year, and obviously Barry they know all too well, who again, like ourselves, were in the bottom six last year. So I think Met, by their own accord, so had identified us as a tough challenge this afternoon, and it's proven that way. Both teams giving everything they can to keep it. Jacob Owen then with a throw on the right-hand side. Finds Greg Walters his head. Amoun with a header. Oh, just not quite going towards goal. And Met counter-attacking you on this near side. Jake. Oh, Yori Humphreys. He's going to... Oh. Yori Humphreys has picked up a yellow card there for nothing more than what was deemed just a free kick in the first half. I feel aggrieved with that one. Ryan Kenny has had a decent game so far, but I feel that one, and always bugs me when then free kicks are taken nowhere near where the foul is given. Our free kick on the touchline is taken nowhere near where the ball was, but referee's letting play get underway with Ryan Reynolds on the free kick here. Plays it short to Craven, back to Reynolds, moves the ball forward, 10 yards closer, chance to put it in the box. Zach Jones comes to collect. Great take by the keeper. Looks to play it forward quick, doesn't catch it. Fawcett is making that early run. He's in and behind. Craven, one-on-one almost, holds it up well, high up the field. Great run by Fawcett, great energy to get forward there. Almost picks up a foul, stays on his feet, manages to turn, lays it back to Harry John, inside to Greg Walters. There's a chance to switch it out to this side to Jacob Owen, the left wing back, travelling forward. If he can get on his right foot, out to Kyle McCarthy on his left foot, crosses, it's low, headed. Oh, I think Tabone went. No, it's Amoun who went to strike, but the low diving header, referee deemed to be foul play there. Again, going back to Yori's yellow there, I think it was far worse fouls in the first half that weren't given as yellows. So, two Bluebirds in the book, Zach Jones and Yori Humphreys. None of the home side yet to pick up a yellow of their own. Ryan Kenny setting his stall out very early on in the second half. Yeah, comment on the Facebook page from Dan Devine there. Forsey, as always, work rate cannot be questioned. Fantastic work rate from the number 9. And again, Dan Devine impressed with Wally, Greg Walters, and Big Ben Amoun in the first few games of the season. 2 great additions who've come in here. Greg Walters just flicks the ball on, but it's gone straight to Edwards at the back. Harry John competing. Good interception by Shepherd, but Cabango comes on. Referees just come back to a previous pull of the shirt, I think. Handball, I think it was. McCarthy's hand just managed to clip the ball, but McCarthy going to ground it on this artificial surface. He's holding his right thigh. I think he's had a little bit of what would have been a grass burn there, but it's the left-footed Lewis Reese, and number 6 Reynolds, the right footer over the ball. Bluebirds getting organised. Reese has gone wide, so it's Reynolds to cross. It's not very attacking. It ended up on the edge of the box, and Tabone does well to come and win it clearly in the air. Rolls the highest, and now the ball all the way back with Lang in goal for Cardiff Met. Looks to play out the back himself. Still 0-0 here at Kincoid. We'll report the goals from around the Cymru Premier this afternoon. So 52 minutes, pretty much gone across every game. Caernarfon 0-0 with Bala. Obviously 0-0 here at Kincoid. Pen y Bont lead 2-1 at home to Aberystwyth. Flint Town and Connors Quay, a derby up in Flintshire, still 0-0. And Newtown have taken the lead at Jenner Park. So it's 2-1 down at Barry. It's another goal for Aaron Williams. So only 2 grounds that have seen goals this afternoon, and there's 2-1 at both of them. 0-0 in 3 other fixtures. Hopefully we can join the goal party soon. However, as we've all said, I think a draw would be a good point here at Met. Away is always a good point anywhere in the Cymru Premier. Jenkins manages to clear. There was half a chance for Met building then. Clears it to the halfway line. Met on the ascendancy here somewhat. Cabango to Chubb and all the way back to the keeper. Out the other side with Edwards, who is certainly one who I feel should be in the referee's book this afternoon already. Jenkins controls, flicks over the first defender, but Cravens managed to pinch it. Jenkins blocks the interception out for throw-in. Decent crowd here at Kincoid this afternoon. No official update on how many, but must be 400-ish, I would estimate, if not a touch more. Many of those include travelling Bluebird supporters. An excellent presence yet again at an away game. There's a bus full have arrived from Pembrokeshire, as well as many locals who enjoy watching the Bluebirds of Pembrokeshire. It's across from Met is cleared by McCarthy. Great defensive play. Amoun almost getting in there from the loose pass. Chubb go back to his keeper. It was almost picked off by Amoun there, but Chubb is coming forward with it. Lang, the keeper, back on the ball, 40 yards out of his goal there. I think a little mistake is what it's going to take this afternoon from either side to pinch all 3 points. It's a very cagey affair. CJ Craven in the middle of midfield, just passing it out to his teammate Chubb on this right-hand side. The number 2 out to left-footed Reese on this right-hand side. Plays forward. It's close to an offside call, but Cabango crosses. Oh, it's a great save by Zach Jones. It's a header at the back post by Sam Jones. Great move by Cardiff Met, to be fair. Applauded by Wales C manager here, Mark Jones. But Zach Jones comfortably collects the header in the right place. Must commend his position in there. Rolls it out. Jenkins out on the right-hand side to Humphreys. Goes forward. Force it again. Connected with the ball and then late by the Met defender. Edwards really having his a slice of force it this afternoon. Sloppy pass by Met. Harry John through forward. Fawcett. Amoon. Out to Greg Walters. Chance to shoot. Oh, almost McCarthy. Back to Walters. Tipped over the crossbar. Oh, it just wasn't falling to the Bluebirds there. Probably the best chance of the entire game for the away side. It didn't fall on Greg Walters' right foot. He wanted to cut back on it. Saw McCarthy on the outside. Nudged it to him. Didn't quite fall on his left foot. He cut inside. Almost took contact. It would have been a penalty, but stayed on his feet. Obviously, no contact. Big chance for the opening goal there. But it's a corner. A far more aerial threat from the Bluebirds. Looking at the height differences. Amoon, Tabone, Jenkins, even Walters in the edge of the box. Slightly taller average height, I'd say. Great front post cross. Yori Humphreys almost directs it goal bound. Shepherd is going to pinch it back. He's going to jockey it out. Shepherd comes away with it. Crosses. Oh! It's hit the crossbar. Off. I don't know who had the header. Ben Amoon off the crossbar. Great chance. And he's clearly had the ball there, ref. Oh, McCarthy's picking up a yellow. He's clearly tackled the ball into touch, taking the man with him in front of the Cardiff Met bench. The bench up on their feet appealing, but a great cross after getting in from the corner flag. Shepherd approached the penalty area, put a great little dink cross in. Amoon glancing header onto the crossbar. The follow-up almost went in. Great defending from the home side. Best chance of the whole game, that one. Followed the best chance of Haverfordwest's game. It's opening up here. I think Sam Jones is back on his feet on the far side. McCarthy, ball and man tackle there, has picked up a yellow. So it's the third yellow card of the game again to Haverfordwest County. Lewis Reese's left foot is very deep, aiming at the back post. Zach Jones, comfortable, collects. Chance to roll it out for Jacob Owen on his bike. But I think it's going to be CJ Craven who wins it, lays it sideways to his fellow midfielder. All of Met's defenders up in attack, taking their time coming backwards, but Met have possession of the ball. Cabango. It's liveling up here. Afternoon, Roland, over in China this afternoon, joining us. International Haverfordwest. Sam Jones down the far side, almost. Oh, great defensive clearance. It's going to be a corner. Good clearance by McCarthy again, just outside his own 6-yard box. It fell to Lewis Reese. Half a chance deflected. I think it's off Shepherd and out for a corner. Reynolds heading over for a right-footed in-swinger. 2 hands up in the air, signaling to his teammates where he's putting this one. Chubb, the big man at the back for Met, coming up. And Edwards. Like as I said, aerial threat. Haverfordwest have got the edge in the height, but all Met attackers inside Zach Jones's penalty 6-yard box, and it's Reynolds who does put it in that area. Great defensive header, Forsey. Ben Fawcett at the front post. Again, stay on your feet, lads. Cross comes in high and wide. Comfortable. Going to be a goal kick. Threat dealt with. I think there's a little bit of movement in the Haverfordwest bench. Gary Richards deep in conversation with goalkeeper coach Rob Thomas there. As Zach clears to force it on the halfway line. Great flick over. Can Amoon get in? Chubb defensively does well there to come round and put it safe. You throw in Haverfordwest on the halfway line. I think there's a little bit of movement. It's Ricky Watts, perhaps, who's been out for a little bit of a warm-up. But Owen Jones, for me, the man on the Haverfordwest bench who could come on and make the big difference. Was really lively when he came on. Obviously, Carnarvon getting the winning goal, but at Carmarthen again last week. Jacob Owen through to Greg Walters. Chance to shoot. I think he could have pulled the trigger a little bit quicker there. It's a scramble. It's all the way back to Kyle McCarthy on a yellow. Does well to keep hold of possession there, McCarthy. Jacob Owen seemed to be bundled off the ball, hobbles to his feet. Shepherd 30 yards out. Out to Yori Humphreys. Chance to cross. Great ball. Oh, over the bar. Great delivery. Amoun inside the goalkeeper's post, but over the bar. Sean Pemberton getting a lot of love in the chat here for his appearance on the Bluebirds Nest Live. Roland over in China saying hello to you. Still no other goals to report from around the Cymru Premier. Plenty in the Cymru North and the Cymru South. Lots of clear victories appearing across the leagues this afternoon. Avon Lido, probably the shock one for me, winning at home to Goitre United at the moment, 2-0. Ryan Kenny, the referee, now giving Haverfordwest a free kick on the halfway line. Greg Walters fouled by Ryan Reynolds. A certain Charlie Corsby has just scored for Trevelyan, I'm informed. Partner of Chief Operating Officer Becky Nuttall. Trevelyan are 2-0 up against their Port Talbot rivals, Bagland Dragons. Yeah, it is Ricky Watts who's going to make an appearance, and it is a big appearance. It's his 400th appearance for the Bluebirds this afternoon. Fellow Hall of Famer at the club, Ricky Watts joining a phase. What a day to mark his 400th by pinching the winning goal, and it's Harry John who makes way. It's now the team on the pitch is the team that started against Penabont in the week. Ricky Watts in a slightly more advanced position on Friday night. I think he's going to adopt a similar one this afternoon, but Shepherd on the halfway line, crosses deep. Jenkins at the back post, doesn't quite get on the end of it, but it's fallen McCarthy, 45 yards out, almost has a chance, but goes short to Fawcett. Fawcett, low and hard, across the line. Oh, great clearance. Great clearance out for a corner, over his own net. I think it's Sam Jones. Had to get it first. It was almost Lee Jenkins for a tap-in, but Sam Jones comes in and clears it high over the fence into the trees. Fawcett's left-footed cross right across the 6-yard line. Had everyone beaten. Jenkins goes... he's given a free kick against Jenks' head. Are they off the throw-in? Thought it was going to be a corner, but it was a throw. Jenkins won the header, but ref deemed it a foul. Certainly the better chances fall into the Bluebirds here this afternoon at the moment. So it's going to be a Lang free kick inside his own box. Good afternoon to those of you joining us from fellow. It doesn't actually say where you are on the YouTube channel, but good afternoon to you. Sorry, I can't speak that language. It's a ball with a great headed clearance all the way through. McCarthy now. It's ping pong here at Kincaid. Cabango now flicks on. Shepherd hooks on. Watts against CJ Craven. Good battle that's going to be. Force it, but brings it down. Great control by the number 9. Out to Jacob Owen. Chance to get at Kabongo. Known for attacking prowess. Going to win the corner. Oh, I think he's pinched a goal kick. Oh, I did the hard work. Yeah. Jacob's cross hit Kabongo. It was going out for a corner. Kabongo did well to get back and hit it back off Jacob out for a goal kick. The right call from the referee there, to be fair. Penabont extending their lead. Now lead 3-1 at home to Aberystwyth. It's Owen Pritchard with a goal. So 3-1 at Penabont. Penabont now up to 8 points as well, and I think on goal difference have jumped above Haverfordwest County in the league. Obviously, nobody really looking at the league table yet. It's a through ball all the way through the Lang. Almost finds Amoun. Half a chance. Still 0-0. 65 played. I feel it's going to be a sucker punch if Met pinch one now, but because I have Haverfordwest certainly in ascendancy. As I said, Owen Jones, for me, the man who's going to make a difference off the bench, is going through a thorough warm-up over on the far side there. Alongside Dan Hawkins, who returns to the squad this afternoon after a minor injury. Great feat by Ben Fawcett. Pinches the ball back. Amoun comes away with it. Chubb's lost possession. 30 yards out. Inside. Oh, Amoun nearly find Walters in space, but it fell to CJ Craven, who pushes it forward. Met just don't really do much with it, and I've lost it already. Forward, Watts, out to Yori Humphreys on the right-hand side. Tracked by Suadi. Fawcett again, working really, really hard to keep hold of possession for the Bluebirds. Jenkins finds McCarthy on his left foot. Great pass sideways. McCarthy galloping forward. Chance to pull the trigger. Goes wide to Jacob Owen. Across the box. Oh! Almost penalty shout time for the Bluebirds. Cabango, great tackle. Has kept it in. He's going to be offside, is he? No, he play on. Back to McCarthy on his left foot. Crosses. It's deep. There's nobody there. Too deep. But Walters on the edge of the box. Back to Fawcett. Crosses. Still nobody there. Into the hands of Alex Lang. The keeper collects comfortably underneath his crossbar. Again, Ryan Jenkins, the Met manager, arms folded, pondering over how to stop flow of attacking chances here. It's been a goal in the Flintshire derby. Connors Key have taken the lead there. 1-0 to Connors Key, and it's Rhys Hughes, the midfielder who came in from Tranmere, impressed me in our first fixture when we ourselves won 1-0 up in Connors Key, and he's picked up the first goal in the Flintshire derby this afternoon. Throw in to Haverfordwest, just in front of us here in the north stand at Kincoid. Jacob Owen goes down the touchline, flicks by Amoun to Watts, keeps it in down the left hand side. Flag stays down, but Cabango's done well to almost pinch it back. Oh, Shepherd's pass to a Met player loses his possession. Interception well from McCarthy yet again, having a great game against his former teammates. Shepherd moves forward. Craven buys the dummy. Amoun switches to Greg Walters. He's got pressure on him, but does well to get it back. Jacob Owen out to Jenkins on the far side. Chance to step forward. Humphreys now over on the touchline. Plays forward. Fawcett. Oh, it's going to be throw-in. I think it's going to be Jacob Owen heading across for that one. Or maybe a Lee Jenkins one. It's Dan Hawkins stripped on the far side. And I think Owen Jones stood behind him. So there's going to be two attackers incoming. I'm trying to work out who the changes are going to be. I wonder whether the two of them are going to come on up top for Amoun and Fawcett, the two Bens. Not confirmed. Or will Tony Panic roll the dice and go three up top? But Amoun's flicked it. Oh, into the hands again of Alex Lang. Technically a shot on goal. Yeah, Hawkins and Jones making their way to the halfway line. Panic issuing final instructions to the two of them. Fresh legs against Met may prove to be the deciding factor here. Met certainly not looking to be left behind, mind, as Elliot Evans, I think, is a backward header from Humphreys. Almost caught Zach Jones out there, but did well to clear. But Met still on the attack. It's Cabango on the right-hand side. Goes across the Craven. Met looking again to counter Haverfordwest's possession in the last 10 minutes or so. With an attack of their own. Chubb in the centre circle. Gets his head up. It's not quite falling for Met. They're getting frustrated with each other now. It's a good sign for the Bluebirds. Fawcett again. High pressure. Just buys the dummy there. And Met play through. Sam Jones on the right-hand side. He's going to cut in onto his left foot. Oh, a chance. Great defensive block. It's going to be a corner. Great defensive play by the Bluebirds there. I think it was McCarthy who managed to block it on the line. Fantastic. There's a bit of a pushing and shoving match in this penalty box right in front of the ref. Met are complaining. It's very, very small margins in this game this afternoon. There was a dummy by Veal. Veal looked to clear, sent Fawcett the wrong way, managed to play through, and all of a sudden they're in the penalty box with a chance to open the scoring. But great defensive work by McCarthy there. I think it was a subtle tug of the arm that just put Sam Jones off balance there, but they've got the corner. Again, every Met player on the goal line. Punch clear from Zach Jones. Does well, but he can only find Craven 35 yards out. It's going to be high offside. Ball's in the back of the net. Flag is up early. A little bit of relief there for the Bluebirds. Substitutions incoming. It's number 9, Ben Fawcett. Worked his socks off yet again for 72 minutes this afternoon. Fawcett makes way for Owain Jones, number 20. And it is his fellow Ben and fellow striker, Ben Amoun, who again makes way. 2 for 2 up top. 2 strikers on, 2 strikers off. So it's Dan Hawkins and Owain Jones now occupying the front line. And for Met, number 11 is replaced. Number 11 is Adam Roscoe, who comes off for the returning Elliot Evans. I believe he's been out for a spell and returns again from the bench. Luke Tabone receives Zach's goal kick to McCarthy down the left-hand side to Jacob Owen. Great play. Dan Hawkins already on the ball. Ref, we'll have that one. Thank you very much. Veal through the back of Hawkins. Did play on. Hawkins' pass went astray, so the ref has brought it back. Advantage over. Dan Hawkins making an instant impact here. McCarthy's getting the ball here. Tabone and Jenkins make their way forward. 73 minutes on the clock. Still scoreless here at Kincoid. Yeah, as mentioned in the chat, Owain Jones is on. Has already scored 1 late winner for us this season. Can he do it again? McCarthy on the near side. Looking at that far post. It's a great angle on it. Jenkins is going to get on the end of it. Inward. Straight into the keeper's hands. Owain Jones almost with another goal inside the 6-yard box. Still 0-0. Number of Cardiff Met players going through their own warm-ups over on the far side. But as we are, it's still scoreless here. Tony Panic looks pretty calm over the far side with his team's second half performance. Anyway, Lang goes big, only finds Humphreys, who is fouled, surely. No. Not deemed a foul by referee Ryan Kenny. Ricky Watts galloping forward to get on the end of the ball, but Met clear. Jacob Owen now coming inside. Hawkins, 35 yards out, cuts across, almost gets the foul there. Has to go back to Humphreys down the right-hand side. Great play by Don Hawkins there, intelligent, almost runs into traffic to get the clip around the back. But Shepherd's coming forward with it. Inside to Greg Walters, across. Owain Jones, chance! Oh, over Jacob Owen, still inside the box. He was just too far from Hawkins. Jacob Owen, back, onside, crosses. Oh, all the way out for a goal kick. Nobody there on the end of the cross. Every time it falls to a Bluebirds player in the box, it's on their wrong foot. Oh, it's just, the shot just isn't quite on. Oh, that was close. Agonizing. I thought Dan Hawkins was going to pull the trigger then. Again, not on his favoured right foot, but just put off balance with the defender. Had to nudge it out to Jacob Owen. And Jacob blocked initially, but then his cross does come across. But again, nobody there in the back post. I wonder we could have done with Ben Amoun back on the pitch here to finish off that chance. 75 gone, 0-0. Alex Lang switching sides for his goal kick, ushering the players over to this near side. Big 15 plus minutes to go here. Very vocal, Haverfordwest following in the crowd. I call in for the boys to get that goal. Great. Ball all the way out for a Bluebirds throw. Jacob Owen right in front of me here on this near side, looking to play forward. Goes back to McCarthy onto his left foot. He's got Zach Jones open. Zach with the ball on the edge of his box, plays forward to Tabone. Having a great game again, Tabone. Plays forward. Great ball that is. Diagonally finds Hawkins. Jacob Owen goes around it, but Hawkins 30 yards out. Oh, I want him to pull the trigger. Test the keeper a bit. He goes sideways. Greg Walters to Yori Humphreys. Facing up Soadi. Crosses. Oh. And Met have a chance to clear. It's going to go out for a throw in. No, Jenkins keeps it in. Back to Zach Jones. Switches it to his left-hand side. Chance turns. Back to Jenkins. Feel momentum very much in the away camp at the moment. Great play by the Bluebirds. Yori Humphreys down the right-hand side. Chubb comes across. Does well. It's out for a goal kick. Chubb does well to block Yori's opportunity to cross it. Lang again taking his time. He's switching side. Very intelligent play by the home side's captain. Feels his team under the pressure here. Looking to kill a few minutes perhaps. 77 gone. Still 0-0 at the Oval with Carnarvon and Bala. Penabont leading 3-1. Connors Key leading 1-0 at Flint. Obviously they play their home games at the same ground. Free kick given against Lewis Reese. Is there a chance of a Met play going in the book of finally this afternoon? No, there isn't. He's having a discussion. Ref just having a quiet chat. There won't be a card off it. He's Ryan Kenny just telling him to cool it. Feel been very card shy for the home side this afternoon, but McCarthy plays it to Tabone. Marshalling in the centre of a back three for the Bluebirds. Tabone plays sideways. No, good dummy. Sold me the dummy. Played forwards to Walters, then out to McCarthy. A little bit behind McCarthy, but he plays forward to Jacob Owen. Down the line to Dan Hawkins. Does well, cut back inside. Oh, it's almost forward. Greg Walters almost found him at the back post there. But Matt clear. Jenkins, Elliot Evans. Lewis Reese now moving forward. Shepherd wins back possession. Travels forward. Cabango pulls him, but plays on. Forward to Hawkins. Chubb's going to have a chance to lay it back to his keeper. Referee doesn't bring it back. Shepherd's shirt was almost in Cabango's possession there, but ref waves play on. Veal and Chubb at the back, just keeping the ball for Met. Just killing a few moments, I feel. 79 gone, 11 plus to go. Greg Walters putting pressure on the keeper, plays big. Jenks coming through. He's going to foul given on the halfway line. Luke DeBourne looks to play quick, but I think it's going to be a substitution. It's Yori Humphreys who's making way. Is he? No. No, it's a Met substitution. Number 9, Lewis Reese making way. And looking at the size of the guy coming on, I see he's a defender. Oh, it's Vincent. No, it's Tom Vince. I think he's been out injured for a period of time. He returns to the Met side. McCarthy then with a chance to put the ball deep into Met territory from the centre circle. 80th minute. There was drama the last time we were here late in the game with several penalties, which ended in 1-1. There was obviously drama when we won the playoff semi-final here with penalties. Could we be going to see some late drama yet again? McCarthy still waiting for the ref's whistle. Still waiting for the ref's whistle. McCarthy incoming central. Jenkins competes. The ref. Can we score? Oh, it's cleared. He's given a free kick. Jenkins in front of the keeper. Keeper comes down. I don't think Jenks touches the keeper. He couldn't wait to blow the whistle on that one, I feel. Lang was never getting the ball. Falls to the ground and wins the free kick. Frustrating for many in the crowd here at Kincoid. Very, very frustrating. So it's Lang taking a free kick, nowhere near where he was alleged to be foul. Clears. I feel like getting a little bit of luck here at the moment, Cardiff Met. Offside, the call. Vincent frustrating his fellow teammates there with some encouraging words from his teammates about being offside from there, but Tabone over to Jenkins on the far side then. Bluebirds playing forward. Jenkins, Shepherd. Just keep hold of the ball, boys. Tabone, great forward pass. Hawkins flicks it out to Humphreys on the right-hand side. Humphreys squares up. Oh, a step over from Yori Humphreys there. Oh, it's Owen Jones, actually. It's not Yori. I was thinking Yori Humphreys with a step over would have been tremendous, but Met break. Elliot Evans just crossing the halfway line. McCarthy. He's got CJ Craven to deal with. Oh, great defensive play. Appeals from Craven for a penalty. Never, ever going to be given. Tabone clears his lines. It's probably the best we could have hoped for there. Clears, but it's Chubb at the back who's going to collect. Goes back to his keeper. Certainly, Matt, not threatening in open play. A penalty you mentioned is how they equalised the last time we were here. 83 played. Still no other goals across the Prem. Lang, high into the area of Cabango and Jacob Owen. Jacob Owen, tremendous to usher it out for a throw-in. Cabango not happy. Quick shove, but we're back underway. Chubb wins the header. Oh, great touch by McCarthy to get it onto his left foot and play forward. Watts all on his own. Great feat by Ricky Watts. Switches play to Humphreys. I don't think I've ever seen Ricky Watts do some skill like that before. Tremendous. Mark Jones starting up the chance of, I wish I could be like Ricky Watts here in the crowd. Never too old for a Wales C call-up, apparently. Jacob Owen on the far side, the chance to throw one into the Cardiff Met box here. 84 gone. Come on, Jacob. Come on, boys. There's many blue shirts in the box. Only 3 not in. First contact's won by Met. Played forward. Shepherd stopping the clearance. It's going to be McCarthy up to win the header. Does well. Jenkins gets the second ball. It's up with Owen Jones. Little nudge. Great play by... Oh, it's headed back well by Veal into Alex Lang's possession. Put it down on the feet of Chubb, who plays out quickly. Cabango on this near side. Still we wait for the opening goal. Just over 6 minutes of normal time. Chubb moving forward, the ball at his feet, inside his own half. He's 40 yards out of goal. Hawkins just looking to put a bit of pressure on, but it's held up in the wind. Jacob Owen wins the first contact. It's head tennis again. Shepherd to Greg Walters. Turns. Oh, come on, Greg. Lost it. Offside, surely. Offside called. Big chance there for Matt. Big appeals from the home side, but the flag went up very, very early. Just perhaps trying to do a little bit too much in the middle of midfield there. Matt pinched the ball and created half a chance. Very much against the flow of play. 5 to go. It's Lee Jenkins, I think, down, who's going to be receiving the first bit of physio treatment of the afternoon. Panic calling his troops over to the technical area for a debrief. About 5 minutes of normal time to go. Jenkins is down receiving treatment. He's up on all fours. He seems to be okay. Very rare for Lee Jenks to stay down for too long, but it was some collision that Zach Jenks and Sam Jones came into then. I think it was Sam Jones. But the offside flag had already gone up. It's good to see an early offside decision. The way that goes in the pro game at the minute, it goes on for about 30 seconds, which is frustrating for all. But both teams having had final instructions from their coaching staff returning. Zach on the ball. Jenks just making his way to the touchline. Pennock issuing Zach to go big here. Pointing diagonally. No, it was actually Rob Thomas giving the command, I think, the goalkeeper coach for Haverfordwest County. Penabont have scored another goal. It's an own goal by Liam Walsh of Aberystwyth. It's 4-1 down in Bridgend. Referee just looking to get things back underway. Jenks ready to come back on. High and wide, the call from the management. Surely one big chance yet to come. About 4 minutes to play, I'd imagine. There'll be many stoppages in this second half. McCarthy wins the first one against Vincent. Headed clear. There's 3 defenders from Met coming to win that one. Greg nudges on. It's volleyed forward. Sam Jones has got half a chance. Does well to Bourne. Can he get on the second one there? Does very well. Humphreys can't be messing about with it there. Ricky Watts does well. Pinches it in front of Cravens. Advances. Watts out to Shepherd. Looks up. Got McCarthy coming round. McCarthy returning to Kincoid this afternoon. Switches on. It just goes back to Jacob Owen. Keeping possession of the ball. Looking for a proper chance here. McCarthy up against Kabongo. Back to Shepherd. We'll go back to Jacob Owen on the halfway line. Sideways to the bone. In the centre circle. Met certainly backs against the walls here. To Bone. Got to come sideways. Jacob Owen, yeah. Chance to move forward now. Stepping inside. Out to Watts. On this left-hand side. Puts it back on his right foot. Not really on for a cross there, so goes to Jacob Owen. Back to Tabone. Can we go back the same way? That's the angle. Jacob Owen. Chance to cross here. No. Opts for Watts. No, McCarthy on this near side. Left-footed. Does well. Beats Kabongo. But he's on his right foot. Watts. It's just pinched off him. Just wouldn't fall for the boys then. Good. Got a great defensive header by Lee Jenkins there. Shepherd gets hold of it, goes back to Tabone. Tabone, diagonal, finds Humphreys. Come on, Yori. Didn't quite get hold of possession of the ball that time. Edwards on the left-hand side. Can only find Tabone in the heart of the defence. It's coming outside. We're in the 89th minute. McCarthy moving forward. Great through ball. Ricky Watts in the 10 position. Finds Hawkins on the edge of the box. On the left-hand side. Left-footed crosses. Nobody there. Got to be put away for a corner by the defender. Humphreys was almost there. 90th minute is up. The board any second will go up on the far side. I think the fourth official is on the halfway line. I'd imagine it wouldn't be much more than 3. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Still 0-0. It's McCarthy who's go over on the far side. Next goal wins this, surely. Again, a point before the game would have been a good result, but a win, 3 points, would be all the better. McCarthy, 2 hands in the air, giving the instructions. Left-footed, crosses, it's deep. It's headed clear by the Met defender. I think it's going to come out for a throw-in on this near side. A lot of blocking inside the 6-yard box there. I think it was Vincent, who is now the tallest player on the pitch, towering above his teammates, who got on the end of that one. Obviously why Ryan Jenkins and the coaching staff at Met brought him on. Jacob Owen then, right next to the corner flag. Inwards. It's a looping one. Tabone flicks it on. It's on the edge of the box, cleared, all the way back to Ricky Watts, who volleys it back inwards to the centre of the pitch. Strikes over the bar. Was that Owen Jones, I think it was, on the half spin. The chance from just under 30 yards. It goes over Lang, over the crossbar. Injury time now. Probably about 2.5 to go. 0-0. Lang certainly up against it in the second half. Been a good performance in the second half by the Bluebirds. 2 minutes to go. Can we pinch one? McCarthy puts a through ball for Hawkins. It's going to go straight out for a throw in. Let's see the wind just taking that one out, but it's deep into the Met territory. A throw in on this near side then. Veals gained a couple of yards. Intelligent. Good head by McCarthy. Shepherd pushed, surely. Flicked forward. Hawkins. Just puts it in an area. It's going to go too long, I think, even for Humphreys. Does well, Yori Humphreys, to get ball back. What? Crosses. It's deep. Oh! Has that not gone in? The keeper's missed it. Hawkins has gone for the head. I think it's hit him on the back of the head, and it just stays in the air. Yori Humphreys did so well to pinch the ball back. Ricky Watts with a first-time cross. Oh, it just hung in the air over the keeper's head. And Dan Hawkins, I don't think he expected to get on it. Just needed a clear header into the back of the net. But a chance still from a throw-in. Probably less than 60 seconds to go. In it comes. Tabone is nudged in the back. Just doesn't fall to a blue pair of socks. Greg Walters pinches it back to Jacob Owen. To Greg Walters. Chance to put it in an area. Greg Walters. Deep is nobody there. Into the keeper's hands. Feel that might be the last one there. It's cleared by Matt. Big Humphreys. Great header. Owen Jones on the halfway line now. Jenkins has put one over the back for Yori Humphreys. Can we get something? Elliot Evans with him. Oh, clever. Elliot Evans volleys it against Humphreys for a goal kick. It looks like this is going to be scoreless. Yeah, number of draws coming through in the Cymru Premier as we come to the end of this afternoon's action. Not quite the end of match day 4 just yet, so I'll let you know our next fixture is this coming Friday, just a number of days away at the LHP Stadium. Again, we return to Carmarthen, our temporary home, where we face Newtown in what will no doubt be another great battle. Good contest here. The referee, whistle in mouth, brings an end to play. So please keep an eye out for information of our next fixtures, timings across the social media. But it's been great to bring you Nest Live again this afternoon. Thank you for joining me. A new episode of the podcast coming out this week, so please do keep your eyes open for that one. But we head home to West Wales on this sunny Monday evening with 1 point banked from Kincoid. A decent performance for the boys, certainly in the second half, but not quite taking all 3 points with a number of chances, certainly dominating play in the second half. But as I said, ends scoreless, so it's Cardiff Met 1, Haverfordwest County. Sorry, Cardiff Met 0 even, Haverfordwest County 0. This is the Bluebirds Nest signing off. Over and out until the next time.